Welcome to the Python Technocode series. In this episode, I'm going to go over or look at strings. I'm sure you have seen a string or how a string is represented in Python, but if you don't worry, I'm going to show you how. Remember when I told you how we can print a statement or text, we had to say print, and then we put the quotes, and then we say our text here, and this text here enclosed with quotes is our string. So I want you to know that in Python, strings are a representation of text in our program, and we can either use double quotes, we can either use single quotes. It's also accepted to use single quotes like my text. That's a string here, and what it does, it simply prints that if you run it, my text. And note, we can store strings inside variables. Let's say name is equal to, and then we say Sunday, and then let's print it out to see if it was really a string. Print the name. See, we get the variable printed that is a string. Also, we could have used our double quotes instead of single quotes here. Let's put the double quotes here. Let's print it out. It's still the same thing, and let's try putting a double quote and a single quote and see what happens. See, now Python recognizes that the first instance that you used was a double quotes, but you did not close with double quotes, so it assumes that it's a syntax error in the sense that there is no closing double quotes. But let's say I put those double quotes here. Let's see what happens. You see, this single quote inside here is treated as part of the string. So Python, when you use double quotes, you have to maintain them in your string, and when you use single quotes, you also have to maintain them in your string. But let's see this instance. Suppose I want to use single quotes. I want to write this instead of name. Let's say sentence like this, and here I want to print a sentence, and in this sentence I'm going to say let's say I'm a young man aged, let's say 21, like that. Then close this like this. Let's try printing it and see what happens. As you can see, we are receiving a syntax error, and we are being told the error, the traceback, that unterminated string literal. This happens because here Python assumes that we are ending a string, and there is no other string there is no other single quote to make this another string, so this becomes a syntax error. But what can we do in order to make sure that this single quote is included? We can either escape this character by using the backslash. When we use this backslash, this is an escape character that tells Python that what follows next is to be treated as part of a string. So let's run this. The magic of Python works. As you can see, it is now operating as intended. So we can use strings like that, and also we can actually do this with, if we were to use quotes, double quotes here. If we were to use double quotes here and remove this backslash or this escape character, it doesn't matter, this will work fine, because Python is intelligent enough to see that you started with double quotes, so it will go and look for double quotes to close the string. So it doesn't matter if you put any single quote in here. So I guess you are more equipped with string. Now let's talk about string formatting. Suppose I want to create a sentence but inside that sentence I want to make it sort of like a blueprint that changes according to various circumstances. For instance, let me show you what I want to do. Let's say intro is equal to, and then let's say my name is, and then I'll just put it like that, and then I'll say plus name. Suppose I'll create a variable name after this, name plus, and then let's say this, and then let's say postdoor I live in Zimbabwe, like this. Then here let me create the variable name, and then let's store the value Sanele in it. Sorry. Then after that I want to print this intro statement, this intro variable, and then let me run this. As you can see, as expected, my name is Sanele and I live in what? In Zimbabwe. Notice here that what we did here when we added this variable there and added that is called concatenation. So here we are concatenating, that is adding this variable to the string Sanele, to the string my name is. And notice here I left a space so that here there will be a space here, because when you are concatenating, Python doesn't leave space automatically for you. And here also I put a full stop to start a new sentence there. But there is a smarter way that you can do this. This is using, I'll show you in different ways. I'm going to say intro 2 to save time. I'm going to copy this, copy and paste it and modify it there. Copy this. Instead of putting it here, I'm going to remove these quotes and put these curly brackets or curly braces, and then at the end of the string, and then I'm going to say dot format, and then in here I'm going to say name. Let's print intro 2 and see what we get. Remember, this is intro 2, and let's see what happens. We get the same thing, right? Now I'll do it in another way. This is a most smart, easy way. This was introduced in Python 3.6. It's called the F strings. Alright, I'm going to say that. Let me comment that and say sorry. Let me say using F strings. So what we're going to do, and say intro 3 is equal to, copy that and paste that to save my time, and then here I'm going to erase that and put the curly braces here and say name, and then at the start of my string I'm going to indicate that it's an F string by putting a small letter F like that, and then instead of printing intro 2, I'm going to print intro 3. Let's see what happens. As you see, it's always the same. So I think the best way that you can use that is more user friendly is to use the F string, because F string allow you to evaluate an expression within a string, and the result will be a string with that expression inside there. So even if I change this name to be, let's say John, let's see what happens. The statement changes to John. So this is it when we are using string formatting. Right now I would like to take this opportunity to thank you all for watching this tutorial or these tutorials. If these tutorials are a real help to you, please like, share and subscribe for more video tutorials. Your contribution by liking and sharing these video tutorials will give me the courage to pursue even more in creating tutorials that better enable you to upgrade your knowledge banks in whatsoever way. Good day.